I've written 11, well, this is my 11th novel. I'm writing it, so that's why it's not finished. It is based on a play that I produced for the West End. And we're very lucky. The person who worked with me on this and produced the music is here, our composer. She's sitting there. And in the next iteration of this, possibly, we have our female lead here tonight. So I will just read to you my little blurb. So this book is called Mabon and Yule. It's the first book in a trilogy. It's a Cli-Fi dystopian fantasy. So, rising waters, hidden magic, dangerous love. Dian Jones isn't just a brilliant billionaire. He's the world's most powerful Archdruid. As climate catastrophe swallows cities and reshapes nations, his magic strengthens. But so do the forces determined to harness or destroy it. Ruthless leaders and secretive scientists threaten nature's fragile balance, while rebellion brews in Dian's own ranks. And what of Dian's beloved, Kalahari? Will he overcome his grief at her loss, or will its impact on his magic and decision-making be detrimental to all? His son, to the Archdruid, must prove he's worthy of becoming High Priest first. But his forbidden love for Dr. Duncan Campbell, a brilliant scientist with his own secrets, puts them both in danger. Anyara, a gifted orphan with healing powers, begins to see terrifying visions. Could she hold the key to survival? As oceans rise and time runs out, alliances will shift, love will be tested, and ancient magic will shape the fate of a drowning world. If you love the epic fantasy of Lord of the Rings and the high-stakes survival of 2012, you'll be captivated by Mabon and Yule. So, Chapter 1. Dian Jones, the Archdruid. Through the open window, the reassuring aroma of wood smoke weaves into my chamber, mingling with the sounds of my clan. It creates a strange harmony that always comes before a festival. My hands ache with the strain of my work, but I rise, drawn to the life outside. I've done all I can for today. The seams will hold, for now. The work is brutal, I can't deny it. What makes it worse is the loneliness that accompanies it. I can't share this with anyone now, and I miss my beloved with a pain that goes far beyond the physical. We shared everything, including my work, but uppermost was our deep love for each other. The pendant on my chest touches the symbol there, which smoulders like a lingering memory. My beloved, you'd laugh if you saw me now, fully immersed in working with the immaterial. But it's not your voice, your laughter I miss, it's your light. When I run my hands through my hair as I get up, I notice the sweat from the effort it took to seal the dimensions today. It's getting more difficult now, which is to be expected, but I will prevail, the seams between dimensions held. But for how long? I force the dark thoughts from my mind. Tonight is meant for celebration. Facing the forest, I watch the thin white ribbons from the fires curl through the trees. I've always loved our festivals. That most of the younger clan members want to abolish the old traditions appalls me. The newcomers and their infighting fatigue me more than I'm willing to admit to anyone but myself. But we need them, and they need us. Though I haven't given in to physical ravages of aging, perhaps it is just my advancing years catching up with me. Instead, I find solace in nature and the sounds of my guitar. I pick it up from where it stands near the window and, gliding my fingers over the frets, play what I call a humming tune. It soothes my troubled soul somewhat. But I'm aware that outside, the fun has already started. Laughter bursts from the grove, punctuating the steady drumbeat, while clusters of younger druids chase shadows in the firelight. their voices piercing the air with excitement. It's a sharp reminder of merrier, more carefree times. Tendrils of sadness still sit in my chest, but I can't help smiling. I strum along to the hypnotic beat of the drums that start gently and build into a steady crescendo. The sounds mimic the red-hot embers that start small and turn into the fury of the bonfire. As the fire grows, so does the light and heat spreading throughout the center of the clearing in the trees. The sacred flames carry tones of burning wood, pine needles, herbs, incense, cinnamon, and apples. My eyes follow the smoke curling up into the darkening sky, weaving, dancing, reaching for the pinpricks of stars strewn upon the velvet expanse high above us. I'm grateful we can see them tonight. Clouds cover them more often than not. Light from the waning full moon of 2 days ago and lights through the branches from the tree homes where most of my clan now live add to the wonderment of the festival. The fire's crackling accompanies the drone of the drums that have died down to a hum, and the crooning of a flute carried to my ears on the gentle caress of the breeze. Fun visions and memories flash across my mind from my childhood, and through the years, these festivals have never lost their magic for me. In the clearing, the firelight flickers on the masked dancers, casting long shadows that pulse like fiery spirits. Feathers in their hair gleam, their colours otherworldly. Masks made of wood and leaves, painted, each symbol marking a dedication, a prayer to the green man who guards our traditions, the god of our Mabon celebration. Nearby, at the massive sacred oak tree, more druids have formed a circle around a cauldron. The mix of lavender, sage, yarrow, elderberry, mugwort, rosemary, and bay leaves drift from their bowl and add its wonderful aroma to the festivities. The druids start the age-old ritual to venerate the ancient gods and goddesses. They weave incense as they tone the chants that no one understands anymore after all these years. Their words join the smoke that floats up to the heavens like slender fingers, carrying with it their wishes for a better world for all. Anticipation and excitement colour the air, and I can't help but smile at seeing my clan members getting together for this joyous occasion. I'm filled with hope. The time has come. I grab my staff and cloak before heading outside to join them, my long tunic rustling as I move. My staff strikes the stone steps in a comforting rhythm as I make my way outside and pull closed the heavy wooden door of the ancient building that has become my home. Walking down the short lane from my front door to the forest increases my anticipation. As I approach the festival, I'm overwhelmed by the vibrant colours swirling around me. People dance around the fire in a frenzy of delight. The atmosphere is electric with energy and joy. Cheerful voices filled with laughter echo through the trees as people greet each other and newcomers with embraces and kisses on both cheeks. My eyes temporarily smart from the wood smoke, but the wonderful scents and aromas soon make up for any discomfort. Someone hands me a beaker of apple cider, and I take a sip. The delicious tart liquid trickles down my throat, lingers on my tongue, then mingles with the taste of the aromatic air. I walk towards the Druid circle, but notice my son standing to the side alone, watching the goings-on. The tree he leans against shades him somewhat, but he's a light unto himself and shines with a force even he can't hide. People are naturally drawn to him, as they've always been to me, and I know he'll make a formidable Archdruid one day when he has to take on my mantle. First, he must win and assume the role of High Priest when the time is right. I love Leo more than life and want to be proud of the man he's becoming, but I fear something isn't quite right, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it. I will abide by the old laws. I will not subject him to magical scrutiny. Not yet. I'm a patient man. Time will reveal the truth. As I watch, young Anyara approaches him. She's a lovely girl, a great herbalist scholar, and something more, I feel, a seer, perhaps. Her skills will be hugely beneficial to our clan and anyone else who might need her help. Leo could do far worse than pairing himself with Anyara. She seems shy, so it must have taken courage for her to approach him. She touches his arm, and though their words are swallowed by the cacophony around us, it's clear she's inviting him to dance with her. But he shakes his head and turns away from her, crossing his arms over his muscular chest. My sigh is that of a father who wants the best for his son. Leo could definitely work on his manners around others. He appears petulant. Poor Anyara seems deflated as she slinks away into the shadows, her desire for dancing apparently evaporated. I'll wait for the perfect moment to speak, perhaps tomorrow, before the meeting. Another sip of cider warms me from the inside out, but just as I'm about to join the druid circle, I notice Zira approaching Leo. I stop and meld into the shadows. Zira ambles towards Leo and stands next to him, ostensibly sharing in his mood. She's smart. She lingers just close enough to Leo, her smile a dark strand beneath the bright embers. She's waiting, I realize, for his attention, like a spider patiently waiting for its prey. Leo holds his composure, barely, a tenuous thread between tolerance and something darker. I watch him clenching his jaw. Danke.